Good day, tubes. How's she going? So, pretty good and stuff here. So today we're going to, of course, do some more work on this build kit. And I guess we're gonna do these side plate thingies. I don't know what shapey, designy sort of thingy I'm thinking of doing yet, but something, you know, like whether it come down to there and I get a lot of support on the front, or I come down and I go thin. I haven't really sort of super decided yet, so kind of thinking of probably starting fairly beefy big and just maybe keep one whole thing, maybe, you know, and we'll taper it. So I got a bit of a spot to weld onto there, and back here we'll weld it on there and then around there. Probably gonna shave these off so they're sort of roundy-ish there, and because I don't really need them like that, so we'll chop off there, and then we can maybe somehow incorporate the dewey to come up here, and then I can get some weld on the outside piece, this piece, and this piece inside here. So that'll help sort of strengthen that up there to the side plates, to the main frame of the bucket here, right? So that should make it good and strong. But I guess we'll get a little bit of tracing done here again. I got to trace sort of the profile of this. I'm probably going to cut this first, though. We'll get the plasma in there and just kind of go, and then that one there, and then we'll do some tracing there and then get that profile. But anyways, let's cut those little ears off, and then we'll do some tracing. Alrighty, so basically what my idea was here was that was the first profile-y thing, right, that we did cut those out of, and then I cut those ears off of that thing, and then shave that, and then trace that around there. So basically what I'm doing now is using this profile to get, you know, from this to keep it equalish back to there. Draw that line there, cut that out. Now along the front I want to I'll see how before I cut the paper, but on the bucket I want to maybe bring it down a bit, so I'll maybe cut like a 1/4 inch or whatever off of this so that I'll have that edge to weld on. But anyways, let me cut this. Looks like we're making moon shapes here now. Holy moony shapes. But anyways, let's cut this out, and we'll hold it onto the bucket and see how we like it. Well, not liking that too bad. It's not seeming too bad to fit onto there, but I do think I want to trim just a hair off of here, and then another bit of a hair. I could even move it back, I guess. Well, no, maybe I'll trim a hair off the front of that thing too, and that'll give me some beef to weld in there, right? Instead of going right on top, it'll give you a good bead in the side there. So let me do some trimming, and then we'll have another look at her. Well, I think I'm liking the looks of that. That'll give me a bit of space to weld that thing on and around there. It's hard to see when she's all folded up, but we'll get a good all the way around. We'll just load her on there, you know. And I'm probably going to do those just out of that 3/8 stuff there. So let's get that that sheet up on the bench here, and we'll trace out a couple of these profiles, cut them out. Okay, so I got my mask on. And I'm just going to plasma cut probably one of these and show you, you know, you've seen lots of plasma cutting, but, you know, it's pretty sweet. So I got 2 of these ready to cut, but I'll just probably film the one, and then we'll see how they fit on the dewey. So this is 3/8 as you can see there, so it's going to take a little bit more to cut, but it's not bad. Does it pretty quick still, so I freaking love this plasma though, so here we go. Alrighty, so there's our 2 plates. I got one there, we got one ready to tack on, and I sort of went to the grinder and ground them a bit. I didn't go too crazy because I'm going to probably fill all that mostly in with weld, right? So it'll all smooth that out and she'll be looking pretty good. But I thought I'd just, you know, because it's hard to keep a bang on straight line when you're doing freehand like that. So I thought, well, I'll just give her a little cleaning up. So I left lots of gap there, fair bit there. We should have had a bit more, but I think that should be alright. And lots of weld up and around here, around the back, and we should be good. So we're going to hook this sucker up now and then tack these on and then give them. Well, she's rocking away. We got some side dewies on her now, and I'm thinking those should be pretty good. I got lots of weld in there, and I guess I got so much in there that you can see the line on the bottom there. She was almost starting to melt through, so we got perfect good penetration of the heat going through, so that's freaking awesome. And that's the one under there, right? So I'll try to kick her over here, and it's gonna be really hot. So yeah, we just gave her a. Looks like it could maybe use some more, but I think that should be more than lots there. So, but anyways, got those done, and it doesn't look too bad. And these here I'll probably smooth up whenever we get to her, you know, like these. Whoops, these ones here, I'll smooth them down, make them look a little bit more nicer too. So, but anyhow, I guess we have to let her cool a bit. Probably go grab a bite to eat for lunch, and then we'll come back and then we'll trace some of these dewies for the back, whatchamacallit, for the pins. And we'll have to get another sheet of stuff here. I'm pretty much out of that one sheet, so that's not too bad. And yeah, so we'll let her cool, we'll come back, and we'll get tracing some plate dewies for the pin on. Well, I kind of cheated. Instead of using the hot bucket, I just used my my other shapey thing there for the back side of the bucket, because this should be the same profile roughly. And I just traced the bracket dewey on that other little bucket there. So I'm just trying to kind of imagine this as my bucket, and kind of where roughly I'd want to mount this thing, you know. So this actually somewhere's around there might not be too bad. And basically what I'd have to do is actually I probably didn't need to trace on this. Well, sort of did, I guess. But basically what I should be able to do now is take this other shape, put her on here, and tracing it around there. That should give me my perfect profile for my my whatchamacallit dewey. Pretty smart, eh? Not just another pretty face, holy! But that should work. Now, depending on where, I'm thinking I want to, actually works pretty good, doesn't it? Where I want to mount this, because I want to maybe mount it more back there. I don't know, but it's going to kind of screw up. You don't really want too much of your bracket kind of coming underneath your bucket, so we could bring her back in a hair, but you also got to remember you got to leave room for your knuckle of your dewey to sit in here. So that, or you could go up higher. Actually, I should be probably up higher, yeah. Now, what's that gonna do though? I have to go brainstorm this a bit. Figure out what's gonna happen here when where I mount this thing. So I kind of want a bit coming up over the top, you know, like it actually should be thinking something sort of like that. But anyways, let me go brainstorm a bit and I'll see what I can come up with here. Well, I had the dewey here I cut out to the tractor, and sort of looked at the anglages and stuff with that piece there. That would sort of look to me where the thing was going to be. And I actually cut a piece off. I had this extra little piece. I think it went that way, or I can't remember now. But anyways, I had it, and I had the thing like way back here. And I thought, yeah, that would probably work good, because that would give me lots of straighten out when you're kind of digging in a tight area, right? But Then I thought, when you're down in the hole, so say this piece comes out, this is all ground level right here, okay? So when you're digging down in the hole, you got the thing, actually, wait a minute, let me get this hooked up to that thing. So you'd open it up, you know, dig down, dig a scoop, but then I thought you start scooping where it's going to stay in the bucket, you'd have these brackets too far down in the hole and then they'd be smashing into the hole. So I thought, oh, that's not good. So what I'm going to do, I think, is just sort of mount it basically like that. So to be up at the top, I won't get quite as much curl. So we'll get something like that maybe, which is probably actually going to be enough. Down, and then once you get her around, should be starting to stay in the scoop, and then you can pick her up out of the hole there, right? So I think I better do her that way, or if I do her the other way, I'm not going to like it. So I guess we'll do that. And I know some of you were mentioning, why don't you do like another hole back here for, show you back here, running a sec. For, like this one here has to stay where it is. So basically that would be there. You could put another hole further back. Let me think now. Further back would, yeah, it would suck it up more, basically, yes. But, for all I'm going to really be using this bucket, like this will be my primary digging bucket for my whatchamacallums, you know. But when I get a cremation or something in, I seem to be getting a lot of them. I'll probably have this one on and then dig them with this, you know. So, probably, you know, this bucket, the tractor, and then the other little tractor for pulling the trailer, and then I'll use my little John Deere trailer, you know, that I built up there, so we got to show it off a bit. So this looks like it would pretty much fit pretty good, so I'm going to hammer out these holes. I traced the holes off the other bucket, so it should fit on perfect, you know. So I got to find a socket over here that's roughly this size, and I'll hit with the frickin' hammer, smash, and then smash a hole through it. So let me see, I might have to get into my big set. Oh. Alright, so this is a fairly effective way how I found to cut out holes, because you can go in there with the scissors, but it's not perfect, right? So hold her on there. Hopefully that's enough that it's punched through. And oh, needs a bit more. These sockets aren't sharp, you know, so it's kind of like a squish technique. But even if you get into the bigger stuff like this, it may not. Oh, there she goes. It's not too bad. Like, there's still a little bit of carnage there, but that you can clear out pretty quick. But that'll help draw a fairly good line. Kind of hard on your socket too, so you may not want to use a nice brand new fresh socket on her. But you know, to get you a fairly decent line to scribe, that's not too bad. There we go. Alright, so we got some plates ready to go. And I'll tell you, there was a lot of fitting this, trying that, seeing if I can get them all to fit on that last little piece here, and frig we did her. You know, even had just enough up here. There's just a hair, you know, but I can weld that, grind it off, you never know. And then this bang on right there. But this one here was the hard one. I got this here, I had it going up here. No, it's not going to work, so I went this way and swooped around here. And then this one down this way, but just a little tip, so we're missing like this much off of this one here. So, but you know, I can just weld that in there and never even know it was there. So, but holy, talk about lucky, eh? Right up to the edge even, eh? That's perfect. So I'm gonna cut these out after I have some lunch, I guess, and we'll see. Hopefully they'll still fit on the bucket there. We can get them all squared up and queued up and everything, and get them welded on. Alrighty, so we've got some plates out here. Still haven't been for lunch yet, but figured I'd do these, let them cool down, and then we can get them all matched up, you know, like matched up, like sort of putting them together, kind of like that, because they're going to get welded together. Get them lined up together here, and oh man, that one's off a fair bit. Holy, who cut that one out? But anyways, Yeah, but we'll get them matched up. That's a little better. Get them matched up and then weld these things together, and then we'll weld them on the buckets hopefully. Okay, so there we go. Nobody breathe or sneeze or cough or toot or nothing. Holy frig. I got her on there. I got her centered. Bang on exactly where I want it. They're square as far as I can sort of tell by these 90 magnety things, and she's centered right in the center, and it's the 5 5/8 that I need for between here for the arm. So we're good. We're good there. We're good there. And it's 1.5 inches from there to the edge. And so on and so on, 1.5 inches, and you know, 1.5 inches. So I got her bang on right where I need it. So I'm going to give her a quick little tack weld, and hopefully the holes are in the right spot. If not, we're going to have to hoggle them out a little bit. But it looks pretty good. I don't know, it's hard to tell until you get to hook her up, right? Because once you get that arm in there, it fits not bang on. It's probably going to need hogged out anyways, because I just did these the exact same size as the pin. So it's probably going to need a bit just for a wiggly room, right? But anyways, we're going to tack these on here and then have a look, make sure we're still all good, and I guess go to town again. Well, there we go. We got something that sort of resembles a little bit of a backhoe bucket. And those things welded on pretty good. Got lots of good penetration in there, you can see too, eh? You can see those lines there that's burnt through the metal and bonded are real good, so I'm happy. We should be good. And she's sitting a bit weirdy like that because there's too much weight at the back now. We don't have any weight in there for teeth yet, or front little duty, you know, so I think she's going to need a little bit more than that. We're going to do this guy too. A little more better, but not perfect. Hang on. Oh, there we go. So that should be pretty good. They look pretty solid and on there pretty friggin' good. And really hot, so once again I don't want to get too close, but we did all this welding, this side, that side, this side, that side, all around here. She didn't even time out. I would have got maybe a good chunk of one of these done, and I would have had to stop for 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something until she cooled off. The other machine I'm saying of, but no, this one's been pretty freaking good. Just charged right ahead and welded a nice deep penetrating weld there too, right? So I don't think we're gonna have issue with that. And There's our big pin. I just using this to make sure she was good, so I'm thinking that should fit all right. If not, we're gonna have to adjust her here and there or something and just shave her out a bit more. So hopefully we're all good there and stuff. But yeah, so that's probably going to be her today. That was a lot of freaking work on that today. Holy, the side plates, the Deweys there, the pin-on Deweys, you mean? And yeah, we got them all welded on, ready to go. So we'll be working, I guess, on the teeth. Whoop. We'll work on these teeth and that big bar that we're going to put in there of something. I'm not too sure what yet, actually. That's almost the right width. Oh, there we go. Oh. I think that'd be just about perfect there, wouldn't it? I'd say. So yeah, maybe that's what we're going to stuff in there. Weld that in somehow. I'm not too exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet, but it might just kind of get in under there like that, you know. Something. Actually, it's supposed to go out past a little bit to help protect a bit more, so we're pretty close, but we're gonna have to grind a bit off of here and here probably to make her fit perfect. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna use. It should be pretty good heavy duty and everything, so would almost be good to weld it right in there and back a bit, maybe. Have to chop her and stick her in. Maybe I'll get a measurement, we'll chop her here quick. Well, I'm sort of thinking something like that, and I'd probably nip that front off, have it square, and then wrap my teeth around underneath there. But kind of I'd like to have it underneath, but there's not really enough to weld it very solidly there. At least here I could, you know, get it here and then on the inside, and get her good and solid there, right? Now, not crazy about that because a lot of stuff will hit there and not want to come out, so I may just do her to the underneath, I don't know, because I'm going to have the teeth coming up and over like this too, right? So it's going to be even higher, so I might talk myself out of that and do her from under here, maybe back about even to the thing there, right? Nip this front off, but we'll think about that and maybe do that up tomorrow. Tomorrow's Easter holiday here, but I'll probably be down working on this later on or something. But till then, I guess that's it for today. Well, well, I got crap all over me. Isn't that lovely? Anyways, don't mind the crap all over me. So I got a call for a funeral the other day, and I was supposed to be on Easter Monday, which is, you know, kind of a holiday, but whatever. People die, they gotta get buried, right? So, but yeah, so Easter Monday, fine and dandy. He's doing the service at 1 o'clock, and then he says they're having their lunch. I'm like, okay. So he says, yeah, we'll be out there around 3. I'm like, okay, fine. And I gotta set up the lowering device thingy over the hole. So just the casket in the ground, no vault or nothing. That's fine, cool. So I get another phone call today. And this is the other fella from the funeral home, the owner guy. And he says, I got one for you for Monday, full size. I'm like, okay. Blah, 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 gives me the names. I'm like, yeah, okay. He's like, what time? We're gonna be there at graveside 4 o'clock. I'm like, really? Well, that doesn't give me much time for friggin' doing much. So it's gonna be one of them rush days, so I don't know what we're gonna have for a video for Monday. It's gonna be friggin' pretty slim pickings, I would say. But anyways, yeah, it's a burial in my pocket. And yeah, anyways, so it's gonna be pretty crappy for anything Monday. I think it's gonna be one of them busy days. And the kicker is, the first funeral is in the 1 row back there, 1 row away. Man, I really got her. 1 row away, and about 3 graves up. So basically, it's close enough you could take a shovel full of dirt and heave it in the other hole. It's going to be that close. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And one good thing is I don't have to move the device too far away because they're both lowering devices. I don't have to move too far away. But I got to have both holes open there, ready to go. Cover the frick out of the one with plywood. And I don't even know if I'm going to have time to fill that one in. I might just have to pull all the plywood off that one, put it on the other one, take the device off, put it on the other one, put all the plywood on the one that just was buried, was just lowered, and then get away and let them do their thing, and then fill them both in after. Holy frig. That's going to be a pretty big whack of dirt I'm going to have to find a place for too, for digging out, you know, so holy crap. But oh well, what do you do? So anyways, that's it for today. Tomorrow is Friday, and it's usually the Good Friday, I guess they call it up here. And it's not supposed to be anything going on, but I'm going to probably be working on that bucket regardless. Might do something with the kitties or something in the morning or something, and do the bucket work in the afternoon, or vice versa, you never know. So tomorrow's video might be up later than normal, I don't know yet, so we'll see. Maybe I'll get down there like the crack of dawn before they even get up, and oh, it's getting deep here. Freaking snow, I wish it would melt. Might get up at the crack of dawn and whoa, holy cow, almost lost her there. Let's try that again. Might get up at the crack of dawn and do some stuff then, and then come back and stuff that up onto the YouTubes for you, and that'll probably be it. So anyways, we're gonna head inside, get this all ready for you, and I was using that Sony Vegas editor. Seems to work pretty good. Seems a lot faster with the rendering part, holy frig, than Pinnacle does. Like, holy man, it was no time it was done. Like, I'm like, ooh, I like that. So yeah, I'll probably do that again today, and yeah. But anyways, we'll talk at you tomorrow. Thanks for watching today, and hoping the bucket looks okay to you guys. Won't know until we try her, I guess. So, but anyways, yeah, you guys have a good night and stuff, and we'll talk at you tomorrow. Good Friday.